What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am on the go and thought there was no better time than to review what I think will change your life, and that's the Steam Deck. This is literally a gaming computer on the go in handheld format. What I want to say about this is that as someone who is obviously got a career outside of YouTube, it can be very difficult to fit in time to actually play the games that you know and love. And for me, speaking personally, I do play kind of a range of games, not only first-person shooters, but I also play MMORPGs, and I have found a way to play all of the games that I know and love on the Steam Deck, and so I wanted to talk about that. I also wanted to mention that you'll see in the back of the carrying case, which, by the way, this is what the Steam Deck comes with, is a pair of some X-Real 1 glasses. I'm going to have a separate review on that, but this honestly is what sealed the deal for me and made the full transition over to full-on Steam Deck. I have not touched my gaming computer in quite a while, ever since I purchased this. A couple things that I want to note. First and foremost is most of the games that you play on Steam are going to just be plug and play. I don't remember what the exact percentage is that they say for games that port over, but what I do know is that it's an incredibly high percentage. I have stumbled on a couple that didn't seem to port over well on the Steam Deck, but they are few and far between, at least for my personal needs. The second thing is that people complain about battery life about this, but when I'm playing, for example, an MMORPG, which obviously requires constant internet connection, constant loading of all sorts, I'm able to play for a solid 2 hours before I have to plug in and take a break. And in my personal opinion, that's very reasonable. You should probably get up to go pee at some point anyway, in terms of your gaming. So yes, if you're wanting to sit there and play for 5 hours straight, you're going to end up having to plug in. But again, I don't think it should be a deterrent from you in purchasing this. I think people try to go overboard in getting the biggest memory known to man on this thing. I don't think it's necessary. I got the 500 gigabyte OLED, and I also got in the bottom here, there's an expandable port where you can just put a SD card in, and this SD card is for 1 terabyte. So now I've got 1.5 terabytes available in game storage, and it's fantastic. The addition of the X-Real 1 glasses genuinely make this where I actually prefer playing on my Steam Deck now. There's also expandable options. I purchased a docking station where I can plug it into my TV, or I can plug it into a computer and genuinely use an actual real deal mouse and keyboard and still play any games that aren't quote unquote portable or compatible in a general format, like as if you were playing on your computer. So again, just another reason why I actually have no use for my gaming computer anymore. And this has truly changed my life. The flexibility you have on this, and you can see all the additional buttons. So there's 4 buttons in the back, and then the traditional buttons that you would see on any given, gaming controller, plus the opportunity, which I didn't even speak on, the opportunity to go into desktop mode where you can install additional games. So like, you're not out of the box going to be able to play games like World of Warcraft, for example. You just download it on the desktop version, flip back over to the Steam version, and bada bing, there you are. I'm playing World of Warcraft on my Steam Deck. I was on a plane at 30,000 feet playing online MMORPGs connected to the plane's Wi-Fi. Amazing, so stinking cool. I'll just show you real quick these X-Real 1 glasses that I have. You wear them just like normal sunglasses. Yeah, I guess you could wear them in the plane. I typically only wear them in my car on like lunch breaks, but it plugs in via USB-C. It even has sound, like full-blown, I'm talking real good surround sound in your ears that comes out of the stem of the frames. Pop those bad boys on in addition to the Steam Deck, and you're playing on, I think it's the equivalent of like a 150-inch monitor, the games that you know and love. I just wanted to hop on here and kind of point out a couple of things. I do genuinely think that this is game changer for anyone who does play games, but maybe you have kids or you have a busy career and you just don't have time to fit it in. This is the way that it will revitalize gaming for you all over again. I know that sounds dramatic, but whenever life gets busy, you don't have the time that you once had. And so to be able to pick up, plug and play, the responsiveness, everything loads very quickly. and I almost guarantee it will revitalize your entire gaming experience. So with that said, I have videos on all sorts of things. I do have a lot on electric vehicles, but I'm also expanding out into just product reviews in general. So let me know if you have any additional questions. Happy to answer them. But that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.